Hey beauties, it's your girl Spechel Nicole, and we are back, as you can tell, with my 2-year Loc update. Can y'all believe it's been 2 years and y'all have been here kicking it with me this whole journey? Like 2020, I sat down, put some twists in my hair, and that's all she wrote. I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't have any idea what I'm doing. I'm just winging it, and here we are 2 years later. Did y'all enjoy seeing those clips of my journey from start to finish? If you're new here, how could I forget? I'm so rude. My name is Spechel, and I provide content all about my Microloc journey, Loc lifestyle, and beauty content here on my channel. And I sprinkle in little clips of me and my husband's relationship as well. So if you're interested in any of that, or you have been enjoying some of my videos, you've been binging my Loc journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I know you're there in the comments and you're gonna ask me questions that's been asked before, and you would know that if you subscribe. So let's get into this update. So we've already looked at clips of my hair from start to now, and well, we've already looked at clips of my hair from the process of starting back in July of 2020, and now it's time to take some looks at my hair here at 2022, 2 years of growth and changes. So check out these clips. Okay, so what y'all think about how my hair looks? I know it's a little woofy up in there. It's time for me to retie my hair. I am past due. I know it's probably been all of 10 or 12 weeks. Yeah, so while we there, let's go ahead and jump right into that part of the update. My Loc maintenance, hair maintenance routine, or the lack of in my case. So Y'all have heard me talk about this. I think I talked about this last year in the 1 year lock update video. I think I talked about this a couple months ago in the video about me and this retying and getting a loctician, all that. I still don't have a loctician. I'm still her. She's still me. So yeah, I don't know. I've looked for locticians in the area, and there's just so many rules around here in the area that I'm located. They either don't want to work on anyone else's work, or not accepting new clients, not responding to messages, or I just don't know if I fully want to let go of the reins of my hair and trust it in someone else's hands, basically. So that's where I am with that search. I don't know, y'all. I think about the convenience of just knowing that I could go somewhere and sit down for like 4 or 5 hours and have my hair done versus me having to plan out when during the week I'm going to start my hair and how many days it's going to take me to do it. There is a lot of pluses to that. But yeah, I don't know. And especially with me being pregnant now, of course I would love to have someone do my hair for me. But again, it's just the search has not been that easy for me. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all keep maintaining your own hair, or would you get a loctician? Let me say it again. Would y'all keep maintaining your own hair, or would you buckle down and just go ahead and get a loctician? Knowing my situation. But yeah, so it's time for me to retie my hair. I used to, when I first started my journey, I was more consistent. I always complained, not necessarily complained, but had my opinions about reties and interlocking. None of that has changed throughout my whole journey. I've never been a fan like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to do my hair. No, I like the results at the end, but it has always been time consuming. But in the beginning, I was more routine with it, so I was sticking to the 6 to 8 weeks range. And then as my life got busy, if you're not new here, then you know my life has been busy in this entire duration of my lock journey. I started my locks as just a girlfriend. I went from girlfriend to fiance to planning my entire wedding to getting married to now I'm freaking pregnant in 2 years. Like, so y'all can see how life has been lifing over here. I done started a new job. Like, a lot has happened in this 2-year span of me having my locks. So the ability of me being able to maintain a consistent schedule with doing them has not been my strongest trait or suit or whatever. So yeah, hair maintenance with interlocking is just whenever I can get it done now. Like, when I reach this point, I know it's like, okay girl, it's time to do something, because don't nothing look right anymore. It's looking frizzy and dusty. It's time to get it in shape. So that is that. As far as washing my hair, I tend to wash my hair about once every 3 weeks, depending on what all I have done to my hair. You all know that I do style my hair. I do use products in some of those styles that I do. I'm not afraid or ashamed. I do my hair. So if I've done something that requires a lot of like product, or like most of the products I use are gonna be like foam or holding spray or something, I want to make sure I wash that out quicker than the 3 weeks time frame. But most of the time it's usually about 3 weeks. Sometimes it may be once a month, but most of the time it's 3 weeks. Well, if it's 3 weeks, then that's usually always once a month, whatever. So yeah, I kind of stick to that rotation or that schedule with washing. That's usually the easiest thing to do, is wash your hair. So that's everything with the hair side. I think someone asked a question about it that I'm going to get to, because I did ask y'all to ask questions so I can answer them in this video. So we're going to do that in the next section, but I'm going to just get through everything that I already know I need to share first. What else with my hair? We talked about loctician. We talked about my hair routine or lack of. An obvious change, of course, with my hair has been the growth. I have grown. My hair has probably tripled in length in the 2 years since I've started my lock journey. It's very important that you do have pictures or videos so you can track your progress, because when I started, my hair was up here, like barely covering my ear or touching the top of my ear, and like look at it now. Even if I look just from last year to now, my hair has grown a lot, and it's really amazing just how much your hair can grow when you're not really doing much to it. Like when I was a loose natural, I felt like my hair kind of stayed the same length, but now I can actually retain the length because I'm not manipulating my hair as much as I was when I was a loose natural, and of course I'm not shedding hair like I was as a loose natural. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how I wanted to find a way to tie up my hair at night a better way, because I had been wearing bonnets, but as my hair was growing, it was kind of just smushing and bending up the ends, and then I would wake up and it's like my hair doesn't have the same shape that it did before I went to bed. So someone mentioned in the comments of that video, I can't remember if it was the 20-month update or the weekly day-to-day life with Microloc's vlog I did, one of the two. Both will be linked down below. But someone mentioned pineappling, and I had tried pineappling a while ago when my hair was a little shorter, and I didn't really see the benefit then. But now I primarily pineapple my hair at night. I actually only pineapple my hair at night, except when I had the pipe cleaner curls and the pipe cleaners in, I use my bonnet. But at nighttime, I use my scarf and I just pineapple and pull all my hair up and just let it sit, and then I'll pull, my scarf is long, so I'll pull the rest of it up to cover the exposed hair, and that's it. And I have been enjoying that because I feel like my hair it retains the length because it's not getting smushed, it retains the shape, it's fuller because it's not mashed down, and then I don't really have to just rely on a lot of water to liven it up anymore like I used to. I kind of just can shake and go, so that's been enjoyable. That's another thing. I don't spray my hair every day with water. I pretty much, I don't even know, y'all. Sometimes it'd be like a whole week and I haven't sprayed my hair with water. And that's just still me basing it on how my hair has felt, and it hasn't been feeling super duper dry or like it needed water. So I kind of just leave it alone. Really, I leave it alone. My hair. So another thing is I have been picking up lint, but I've been catching it before it can fully attach to my locks. There are some places where it's already embedded into the lock, but this is coming from me, especially first trimester or just being exhausted. I'll come home or I'm on the couch and immediately fall asleep and I don't have anything on my head. And that's on the couch we have white fuzzy pillows and a white furry blanket. I'm just asking for trouble. So now I'm trying to make sure as soon as I come home, I go ahead and either I don't lay my head down or I go ahead and make sure I pull my hair up and put it in a pineapple, so that I'm not risking a chance of catching or attracting more lint. Because girl, I'm like, Lord, I forgot I got me a little hang time, and she be picking up stuff. So that is another update with my locks. The only other thing I can think about that I have been doing differently lately is that after my reties, I am trying to do kind of a protective style or some kind of style to put my hair away to like lengthen out the time of my retie. Because you know, like people with traditional locks, they usually go and get their locks retwisted and they get a style with it to make their retwist last longer. So I was like, hey, well, I can't do the same thing. So I have started doing that. Granted, I've only tried it in my last retie, which was like 2 months ago. So, you know, once I retie my hair this time, I'm going to do the same thing. But last time I did notice like I was able to enjoy my hair more because I wasn't in it, like messing with it, because you know how it be, you be wanting to be in your hair and oh, look at my scalp, I ain't seen my scalp, and all that kind of stuff, and that's just gonna frizz up your hair more. So I kind of enjoyed putting my hair away and like not having to worry about it. If you follow me on Instagram, then you kind of saw that post already about what I did to my hair, and I also had a video about it showing how I styled my hair that way after that retie session. Everything will be linked in the description box, so don't fret. I'll have it there for you so you can go catch up, see what you've missed. But yeah, that is everything with my hair update, things that have changed in the last 2 years. So now let's get into these questions that you all asked. Okay, so I know I mentioned I was going to talk about conditioner. Excuse me. I thought someone asked me about conditioner, but I think I forgot to take a screenshot of that question, so I don't know what they asked verbatim, but I do believe it was along the lines of, do I use conditioner in my hair? The answer to that is yes, no. And I say it like that because I mean, you all have seen me use conditioner in my hair in a couple of videos up here. I was using it more consistently when I felt like my hair was going through this dry phase, and then lately, as I mentioned, my hair does not feel that way anymore, so I kind of laid off of using conditioner as much. And then I also, the shampoo that I'm using, although it's clarifying, it's also a kind of hydrating shampoo, so it's not stripping all of the moisture from my hair that I have. So I haven't used it that much. I did use conditioner last night for the first time in probably months in my wash routine, and I only used it just because I just wanted to. It wasn't an actual need. It was just like, oh, okay, I haven't done this in a while. So I think I'm going to start using conditioner maybe on a quarterly basis. So maybe every few months, maybe every 3 or 4 months, I'll use some conditioner in my wash routine, but it won't be every wash day I'm going to use conditioner, because I don't need it that much. Just every once in a while, we all need a little bit of help, so I'll use it then. This person asks if I think that, it says, do you think they're fully mature? If not, what stage of the maturing process do you think they are at now? That's a good question, or questions. If you notice in the clips of my hair that I gave you, like the 360 from today, you can see that my ends are not fully locked. They are still, especially in the front, they are still coily, wavy, curly, whatever you want to call it. They are loose, but it's condensing, so it's not like I can just unravel my hair. There are a few that still actually look like twists towards the end, like some areas, but most of them have those fuzzy kind of loose ends, and they are not fully locked. The only areas where I feel like it's fully locked is like the back few rows. These are like, well, that one didn't feel fully locked. Most of them feel like fully sealed, condensed to where they need to be. The rest of them are kind of loose. The ends are loose for sure, but they are about, I would say about 85%. I would say 85% locked. So I think, I don't even know the stages. Girl, let me Google them. I think I am definitely past the teenage or the budding phase, which is before the adult phase. Actually, no, I don't know, y'all. So I think I have a mixture of the teenage and the adult lock phase, and I only say that because my ends are doing what they want to do. Loose, swelling, and we're going to get more into the ends because I get tired of people asking me about my ends. But yeah, they are doing what they essentially want to do. So I think I'm in between. That was a long answer to a simple question, y'all. I ain't do my research, so I don't know. Y'all can comment down below what y'all think I have, and we can agree to disagree. What to do when you don't feel like your hair is progressing. So I guess this person feels like their hair is not growing as much as they would like. So for me, I feel like everybody goes through that stage. I didn't think my hair was growing or doing anything. The only way I realized it was doing things is by looking at old pictures. So I would say making sure you're documenting your journey. You don't have to post it and share it with the world if that's not your thing, but just making sure you're taking pictures and having those to look back on, like, okay, I don't think my hair is growing or doing anything, but you look back 2 months ago and you're like, oh wow, my hair was really little then. So having photo or video evidence really helps you to know that your hair is doing something. And then I know people probably get tired of hearing it, but trusting the process is trusting the process, because I'm still trusting the process. But doing so lets you know, like, okay, I know my hair is going to eventually look like something else, and it's doing something. It's still on your head, it didn't fall out. So you just have to sit there and be really, really patient. Those are my main two things. And then in the meantime, I had moments I was bored with my hair, and like 4 or 5 months I was getting bored, because it was like, I just have these twists in now that kind of look like they're frizzing up and then kind of don't. Styling, trying hairstyles, like low tension hairstyles that are easy or simple, just different things to do to keep you occupied, so you're not getting bored with your hair, or so you don't think that your hair isn't doing anything. I suggest that. So trust the process, take pictures or videos to track the process, and then have fun. Try new hairstyles. Okay, I get this question a lot. It says, would you consider coloring your locks? I have thought about it so often, and I don't know. Even Mitch has asked me if I was going to color my locks. The thing about it, coloring locks is like not the same as coloring your loose natural hair, because your locks are going to process differently. So it's like getting that color. If I'm a have color, I want my color even. I want it right. I don't want it patchy, and so it's like too much work. Of course I would go somewhere to get it done, but even then it's kind of like, well, do they know how to color locks? It's too much stuff that got to go into it. So I feel like I'm at peace right now. Of course I can't color my hair right now anyway, but it has crossed my mind a couple of times. And then too, I kind of like just having my natural hair color. So to be determined. I'd say I am more of a 75% no, but there's a little 25% like, well, maybe you'll like it. I don't know. I'm leaning towards no. So I have this question, which I already answered the question for this person on Instagram, but I get asked this a lot, or some kind of variation of it. So I want to talk about it with y'all. This person says, I love your locks. They are beautiful. Your ends look like mine, but someone called it bunching, as in stopping braiding and banding too early. What are your thoughts? I am 17 months in. So I get a lot of questions about my ends, or people making comments saying my ends look like yours, yada, 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 yada. The question, I don't even know. I feel like it's a question where people are trying to connect with flaws in my hair that I didn't really see as a flaw. So sometimes it's like a little annoying, because it's like, okay, well, I was enjoying my lock journey as is without that comment, but I'm happy that you were able to find someone that you could connect with over the flaws you saw in your own locks. But that could just be me and me being pregnant, and it don't take much to get to me. But anyway, to address it, you know, I know I have the video about fixing bunching in locks. So I did at a time feel like I had bunching in my locks, and that video will be linked down below, and I shared it with this person who asked on Instagram as well. But what I feel like my hair is doing, I don't necessarily feel like I have bunching, but I'm also not an expert and I do not know. And then before people go and try to tell me in the comments, I frankly do not care. I like my locks as they are. It doesn't bother me. For one, in those earlier clips of me give you the 360, you can see that my locks are very different in size. So in the middle of my hair, those locks are some of my larger locks. Therefore, the ends tend to look a little bigger than the rest. You can see in the back bottom of my lock or my hair, these all kind of have this look, this size, this shape. They're all like this. Those were some of the first ones I installed. We can work our way up. We have all types of different sizes, y'all. These are a little bigger than the one I just showed you down here. Like, my locks do not match at all, and as they progress, that difference is a lot more noticeable. I believe I talked about this in a video last year, but they are very different. One of my largest locks, like this thing right here, look how big she is compared to what I just showed you. So yeah, do I have bunching? I don't know, and I don't care. I don't know. I have characters, what I have, and different size locks. Like, all of these are different sizes. And then a lot of times people think that my ends are bigger, and some of the time the locks you're seeing, they're literally the same consistency or size from the top to the bottom. Like, where was I? Like this is frizzier, but if I was to go and wrap this extra frizz around, because this end is still in the locking process, it's all the same width. Like, it's not super duper wide. My ends are just frizzy because they're in a locking process. So, like I said, y'all can have a conversation down below if y'all feel like my hair is bunching, or I have bunched ends, or whatever you want to call it, or not. I like my hair. I know my hair is different. I know my hair sizes are not matching at all. Like, if we look up here, look at how little this is. Like, so yeah. And then too, with the whole not stopping braiding and banding too early, I think I may have had 1 or 2 washes without braiding and banding before my 1-year lock anniversary, and then I went back to braiding and banding. So I pretty much have, and I probably stopped braiding and banding this year, probably in like March or April. So I kind of had a consistent braid and band journey as well. So I don't know, that's just my take on it. All right, someone asked, how long does your retie take? Baby girl, a week. No, it really depends on when I start, how much time I spend doing it in one session. It used to be I could do it in one day. It could be like 8 hours and I would have my hair done. Now, as it's gotten longer, as I have started to go too far in between retie sessions, it takes me longer. So, and then too, I'm like doing it, I'm not setting out a whole day to do it. I'm doing it when I can. So I'll work on it a couple hours, and then next day I'll work on it a couple more hours. So sometimes it can take a week. But if I was to sit, I could probably do it all in one day. If I started early in the morning and worked all the way until the end of the night, I probably could. But I don't have the time like that anymore. So I have to do my hair when I can. So a week at the most. It has never taken me longer than a week. Sometimes it's not even a week, probably like 5 days. But yeah, that's the answer to that one. The question, are you still braiding and banding when washing at this point? My last 2 washes I did not braid and band, the wash before the last wash, or those last 2 washes, I did braid and band. So I recently just stopped. I thought that, hey, I feel like my ends are at least condensed enough, locked enough to where bunching should not be an issue for me anymore. Give y'all an opinion. Y'all probably think my ends already bunched anyway, so whatever. I think I answered all of the questions. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I appreciate you all for asking questions. I know I get questions all the time on older videos, so I do plan on doing another Q&A style video, or more so a frequently asked question video, so that I can address all of the questions that I seem to get a lot from you all in one video for reference, so that everybody can go and check that one out. But yeah, that is all I have for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you have been enjoying seeing my journey. I hope that you realize that I am not a professional and that I DIY'd all of this, and I'm continuing to just go with the flow and let my hair do what it wants to. So yeah, that's all I have for y'all today, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.